Hello everybody, this is the RightScore mobile application tutorial video for the administrator of the system. In this video I will show you how to use the heat monitor. The heat monitor does not add any new features to the system. It is simply an interface that will display all the information concerning the current heat differently, and it allows you to perform a number of actions directly. So for example, you'll not have to navigate through all the pages to change a judge's score. This screen can be used by the admin to supervise the judges. From here, the admin has a clear overview of all the judges' scores, as well as the capacity to add, change, or delete any scores quickly. This page can also be used in case the judges are not able to enter the scores themselves. That could be because you only have one device to run the whole comp, or for example, what happened in a competition at the box in WA. The judges in a boat on a rough sea, only one person able to look down on his iPad without being sick. So let's have a look at this page. We click on the heat control button. We see two different accesses for the same feature: the big screen device only and smartphone. The big screen device only will be used for a computer or internet tablet like an iPad. Let's have a look at the big screen device. Here we have the name of the ongoing heat, kids round 1, heat 2, the timer counting down, some buttons, and the current riders with their situation, and all the scores set by all the judges for each wave and the wave average. This page refreshes every 30 seconds. But you can at any time use the refresh button here to refresh it instantly. Here we have the judge's name button where you can set or adjust a judge's name for this heat. So we click on it. Here Judge A is in fact not Jerry Garr but Nick Wallace. So let's change it. We click on Nick Wallace. We press apply. Then press the back button to return to the heat monitor main page. Here we have an interference button. This will take you to the interference main page. Have a look at the corresponding tutorial video for details. We click on the back button. Here we have the finish heat button, which we will use once the heat is over, but for now we're going to look at the rider scores in more detail. So right now we are busy running a heat. We see the riders, their rank, name, best 2 scores, total and needs. In blue, the waves validated. In red, the waves that need a change of score or force validation. In white, the waves still awaiting a judge's score. So it's here the admin can monitor the judges, or if needed, set the scores for all the judges. So let's set the judges' scores for the third wave of red. We click on the wave 3 box of the red. And here we're going to set the score for each judge. If you make a mistake, it's no problem. Just go back, adjust your score. When you're happy with all the scores, validate. When a score is not validated because the scores are not in the auto-validation ratio, as is the situation here, wave 1 of the red, you can force validate it. To do so, you click on the button below displaying the final average. If you do not want to force validate, click on the score box itself, as in wave 3 of the yellow. Here you can ask the judge Peter Nick to change his score, so you leave it up to him and you press the back button to return to the heat monitor page. The score will auto-validate and display in a blue box once Peter has altered his score. Remember, the modify score button will only be visible to the judges if you have set the option in the contest parameters. If you want to change the score yourself, you can do so by clicking on the judge, altering the score and validating. Let's try that on wave 3 of the yellow. We validate. Here we see the box is now blue, the scores are validated. Don't forget to ask Peter Neck to refresh his page so he can see your change. Sometimes a judge may by mistake enter a score that does not correspond to any written wave. This is the case for wave number 3 of the white. To delete the score, simply click on the box and set no score. Here it is really important to tell the judge to refresh so that the next wave to score for white will be wave 3 and not wave 4. So now our heat is over. This is when we can click on the Finish Heat button. We press OK for our information box. You are now on the heat control page, ready to choose a category and to start the next heat. Let's have a quick look at the smartphone display. Here I've resized the screen so we can see what it will look like on your smartphone. For this we will resume the heat we have just finished. Kids, heat 2. Click on the heat and we press resume. Back to the heat control page. Heat monitor, smartphone option. This page displays exactly the same information and buttons, except that the riders are not placed side by side, but vertically to achieve a better display for a small screen. So this is it, guys. You now know how to use the heat monitor. I hope you enjoy.